Hello, I'm Rob Daly. Let's take a walk around my 1999 Lexus RX300. Alright, here we go. The 1999 Lexus RX300. And it's been raining. It looks way better when it's all detailed out. But it's on 20 by 10s. 1999 Lexus RX300. Show you kind of a couple of the things that we did. I put the wheels on it. As you can see, it's got the fifth wheel on the back, and in order to make that work, this is a wheel that goes into your hitch. It's a spare tire carrier, and I modified it to where it would fit on this, and also something else kind of cool. When you're driving down the road, it spins, or it can spin. I thought about automating it, but that's too much. Anyway, another one of the reasons why I got that on there, and I call this car Dejavu. We'll get into that in a minute, and why it has that big tire on the back. All right, so rock and roll. Let's take a look at it. The RX300, RX stands for Resilient Crossover. And this car wasn't exactly like this when I got it. And that's the reason why I thought I'd make the video and kind of tell you guys what I did. We'll fire it up. Alright, so rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. When I bought this car, it was not in great shape. Let's see how many miles are on it now. What? Okay, my bad. 167,000 miles on it right now. And when I got it, it had 160. Or 162, something like that. When I got it, I had to have it towed because it needed a new brake booster. Put the brake booster and did just a regular service, oil filter, drained the old fuel out of it. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, something that's kind of nice about these Lexus is they do have an oil drain plug. They do have a fuel drain plug. They definitely have an oil drain plug, which I use, but they have a fuel drain plug as well. So you are able to drain the fuel with just a 14 millimeter, just like your oil drain plug on each side of the gas tank on these, I believe. I know at least one side, because I had to drain all the gas out of this guy. Now, I like to put these mats in. And okay, now to talk a little bit about why this car is called Dejavu is because I had another one, almost a twin to this one, except it had a sunroof and this one does not. And it was parked out in front of my house and it got hit by a drunk driver and totaled out, right? Well, that's why this car has rims on it. One of the wheels, the one that's on the very back, the fifth wheel, here I'll show you, was on the left rear of my old car, and you can see that's why it's just my spare now, is because this was like the inside, the door, all of this was crammed all the way about up into somewhere in here on my other car, and it was knocked into the neighbor's yard. So we ended up with this one. I'm blessed to have it. And the thing too is a new classic. As you can see, it's a 99. It's 25, almost 26 years old now. So I was able to put classic plates on it. The seat bottoms in all of these old Lexuses, don't get excited whenever you see this, because these I paid an upholsterer to redo. I think I bought the seat bottoms and I took them to a place in locally, and I had them redo them. I just put these on here to keep from scuffing up these seat bottoms. They charged me about $500 to put these on. But let me tell you something, you can do it if you have some mechanical ability. That's the thing. These are nice cars. Here I have another one too that I'll show you the seat that I did myself real quick. I don't want you to see anything else in here, but here's one that with a bit of determination and about 3 beers and a break and about 3 more beers, and then the next day, not really, but that's one that I did myself. came out great. I did both of them in there. So if you get an old Lexus, you can either take the front seat bottoms out yourself. That's the easiest thing to do. There's videos on it. Yeah, these I had the upholstery do. I took the seats and had him do them, and he did a great job. But again, cost versus value, the other ones cost me a couple hundred maybe, and these cost me $700 just to do the bottoms with labor. As far as the radio in here, I did let's see if we can, I did put it's got Rockford Fosgate punch 6.5s in it all the way around. There's a kit with the plug-ins that you can get. Okay, anyway, what that's all about. I'll give you a peek underneath the hood. I would recommend too, a lot of these struts, I put front rotors on this guy. The BBT, Vero valve timing, 3.0. You gotta dig it. If you get into these cars, they're easy to work on. They're Toyota based, and that is if you are mechanically inclined. If you're mechanically inclined, get down, Charlie Brown. So I did always want to. You always want to replace the cabin air filter on these guys too, because old cars, you know, covered the seats, tires, and wheels. The fifth wheel, I'll tell you the story. My other car got wham-bangoed, so I ended up with this one that I bought. I actually bought this off a marketplace for, it might have been $1,500, man. But it's kind of a gamble. You got to kind of know a little bit about cars. I did hear it run before I brought it home, and it sounded good. Red flags on these cars, on any Lexus, you got to look out for rust underneath, rust in the wheel wells, rust around the sunroof and around the windows. If it has that, try to stay away from it. Transmissions. Normally, from what I understand is that if you service these things and take care of them, they're going to last forever. The Gold one, I have not had to do a whole lot of maintenance or anything to. I put an alternator and a battery in it, and that's really about it. Put the brake booster in it that it needed, and then just regular maintenance, new brake pads and stuff like that. And there you go. That's why I call it Dejavu, because I had one the same exact color. The only difference was that it had a sunroof and this one does not. And so I just put, yeah, it's kind of like I'm doing things all over again to do this car. So what do you think about the fresh classic, the 1999 Lexus RX300? This one is just a front wheel drive. I think you put a set of rims on it and do a little bit of your own personalization to it. Let me show you one more thing before I let you guys out of here. You can also, you see in there, I have the Bluetooth cassette. I just have a Bluetooth that you pop into the cassette, so it keeps everything all original, but it'll still, you know, play radio, or you can play anything off of your phone or whatever there. Now, on this one, I can show you. We'll do a video on my work. I use this one for work because it's all-wheel drive. But you can see, you can update the screen. This one will play movies and everything else. The one problem that I have with this is that you do lose your cassette player and your CD player when I put that in. It could have been my fuck up. I don't know. My mess up. I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I appreciate you all for tuning in. This is my 1999 Lexus RX300 front wheel drive that I call Dejavu. If y'all have any questions or whatever, man, fucking just let me know. Peace out. Y'all have an awesome evening, even better tomorrow. I'm Rob Daly. Peace.